And on the ground.
Is it working?
Oh, yeah. We're good. Let me just get us both in here a little bit more. Frame this thing up. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
Doing all right?
Absolutely
Hey,
great.
I appreciate you being here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to Bobby Talks. ... Those dots are there to tell you that there's always more to the story, and today's story is I got the Native Heart with me. Jon Torrence of the Native Heart. We are sitting here live from Comstock Park out here in Adrian, Michigan on a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday night.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous out. It's not seeming to snow, though. If it snowed so much 4 days ago.
Oh, it's perfect.
I thought it was going to be this beautiful winter wonderland type of moment, but it just didn't happen. So for those of you that are at home, subscribe if you can. We're out here live at the park. We're having a great time. We're going to be here for I'll be here for a couple hours. Jon will be here for as long as he would like to be. We're going to be doing some songs here in a little bit. We're going to hope a crowd will gather around, and we're going to learn a little bit about our man here. How you doing, Jon?
I'm doing excellent. I love the season. It has me like feeling very like the whole festive stuff.
Yes.
I am not a Grinch.
Are you somebody, so you dive in every year?
I dive in.
Yeah. I'm somebody that like, it kind of depends, man. I haven't even put a tree up in my apartment in 3 years.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but like, I know that I'm somebody that's going to watch a Christmas Story 3-4 times that day.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch all my Christmas shows, get all my favorites in. It's just going to be a blast. So, what do you think? We've got people live here, Adrian, Michigan. How you guys doing?
Woohoo!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
If you guys want, grab a candy cane. If you guys want, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button.
Right.
I'm both my man, myself, Jon Torrence.
What up, Jon?
What's up?
You all right?
I'm doing excellent.
Do you want to share a story with us? Be live on the internet?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Cheering you on.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that. This is everything I thought it would be right here, man.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is cool. For those of you at home that kind of want to see what it looks like here, we will give you a sneak peek. Let me get this camera turned on. Turn that on. Let's go with camera 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, sort of. I got this thing stuck. We'll come back to that. I got a runner who's going to help me fix all this stuff. Isn't she? Maybe. Anyways, Jon, you're telling me that you're not a Grinch. You're somebody that likes to dive into this stuff. Do you remember your earliest Christmas memory, man?
Yeah. My earliest Christmas memory was my dad's in the military, and so he's retired now, but we traveled around a lot. So we lived in England for quite a few years, and one of my earliest like just strong Christmas memories was walking down the stairs, and I remember the house. I remember how everything was set up, and I had 3 brothers at the time, and there were bicycles that just like sitting there at the bottom of the stairs, right by the tree, and like mine was red and wonderful and brilliant.
Everything you wanted.
Everything I wanted, and it was just like that thing. Like, oh man, this is my bike. Like, this is my ride.
Yeah.
This is it.
And you knew that bike and that ride was for you.
Yep, it was for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I have a similar memory. One of my earliest Christmas memories was the same thing. It was I don't think it was a name brand bike. It wasn't no like Radio Flyer type of wagon, but it was it had the coolest like radio in the front.
Yeah.
It was like yellow, black, green, orange. It was every color you could possibly imagine, but it had a radio. And I could turn that thing on, and all it would give me would be, static AM white noise. But, man, it was my static AM white noise.
It was your radio.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I liked it, and it was a gift from my grandfather and my grandparents, so it was pretty cool. So, what do you think of this setup, man?
Man, it's gorgeous. This is my first time being down here for, like, the lighting ceremony and all that, and the parade was great. There's so many Grinches.
Oh, you did?
And my girl, I have a daughter. She's 3 years old, and the Grinch is he's her man. Like, she's watched the Grinch so many times. So seeing like all those Grinches on there on like summer and crazy whips as they're going by, I'm like, okay, Grinch, I see you.
Grinch is almost the new Santa Claus.
Oh my gosh.
Is it not quite? I don't know.
No,
I don't have kids.
No.
You would have to tell me.
I would say yeah. It's a bold statement, but I think that there is some realness with that.
I'm going to have you rank these 3, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Bobby Talks out here at Adrian, Michigan, Comstock Park. We're going to rank the 3 Christmas characters. You've got Santa Claus. I'm going to give you the Grinch, and then Buddy the Elf.
Oh no!
You got to tell me. You got to tell me.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and because of my daughter, Grinch. Grinch is there.
That's hers.
And I mean, man, Jim Carrey, he rocked it out.
Can't do better than that. Yeah.
The original cartoon Grinch and the new one that came out a few years ago.
Yeah,
it's good.
Pretty good.
It's good.
Holds its own. Okay.
It does. And then Buddy the Elf.
Then Buddy the Elf.
I know.
Look at Santa Claus taking a beating today.
Taking a beating. It feels sacrilegious, but no. Yeah, Santa Claus would be third in this ranking.
You know what it is though, is we just need a reminder.
Yes.
Of the big guy and just how important he is.
And I have the reminder.
Okay.
The reminder is the movie. It's from a movie that came out a few years ago called Klaus. Like
Klaus.
So Klaus, like Claus, but it's like set up in.
Is this like the origin story?
It's like the origin story.
I can get on board with that.
Dope. It's pretty dope. I like it. And so that was like, oh man, Santa, that's cool, man. I like you.
I can definitely get on board with that. I was a huge believer in Christmas. I remember my grandparents used to have me staring at like a street lamp out in the distance, and they would tell me that when that light goes off, it's time for you to go to bed because that means Santa's going to work.
Yeah.
And I bought into it, man. Yeah, I was all about that. Let's talk a little bit about you as you said your dad was in the military.
Yeah.
What branch was he in?
Navy.
Okay, Navy, so were you kind of a military brat? Were you moving around the country for a while?
Moved around all over the place. Lived in Alaska and England. I was born in Virginia, so Newport News. And then we were in Washington, D.C. We were living in I already said England. And then he went into the reserves and we kind of settled down, moved back where he and my mom grew up, which is Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
So we were there for a while and then got a job in Northwest Ohio.
Really? It's so funny. Yeah. You find yourself in England and Buffalo, New York, and all these places that have culture and all that, and then you find yourself
in a
cornfield. How does that happen, man?
It was just the job that he got, and he was like, "Well, that works."
Fair enough.
We went there, kind of not cold turkey, but just that's where we're going, so we went.
Sure. And now you found yourself here. How long you been living in Adrian, Michigan?
I've been here for about 9 years. 8
years.
Wow.
So okay.
Yeah, 8 years.
Dude, how old are you?
8 years. 33.
Dude, I'm 34. You look like you're 25.
I appreciate that, man.
I look every bit of 34. You look like you're 25. Like I said, for the three of you that are sitting here live with us right now, we've climbed up to as high as 10. We've been down to 3. We're just sitting out here at Comstock Park. Merry Christmas.
Of course you can. A candy cane. Definitely. Yeah.
You can even have 3 if you want.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Thank you. We are here in Comstock Park, out here in Adrian, Michigan. I'm with Jon Torrence of the Native Heart. I am a little bit cold. Not bad, though. It's not too bad.
Not too bad. Just the extremities.
Yes, just the extremities. And you are warming up your fingers because here in a little bit you're going to be playing a few songs for us. Yeah. Do you, is there some Christmas songs that are harder than others to learn? Is there one particularly where you're like, hey, I don't even think it's worth it. I'll do Jingle Bells again.
Yeah, Sleigh Ride.
Really?
Sleigh Ride. I can't even remember how it starts off now, but that's really fast. And I have in my head Ella Fitzgerald, just a jazz giant.
So you have a certain rendition of what you want it to be then. Okay.
Let's hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, jing, jing-a-ling too. That one right there.
Yeah,
and the hands are going ting, 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 ting. Like there's no break.
They're bouncing all over the place.
They're bouncing all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
That's the one.
I tried a couple years back to take on the harmonica because I so badly want to be like,
it's such a cool instrument.
Do you know how to play it?
No. I can play it like Bob Dylan plays it, where he just
plays it.
Just
puts his heart and soul into it, man. Mm-hmm. I tried it. I took on Happy Birthday, that song, just so I could play it at any family festivity just to annoy him. And it was one of those things where it probably took me 3 or 4 days to learn, and I thought it might take 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I put it down after that.
Yeah. And done.
Just certainly how it goes, man. I appreciate you coming out here. I know we're going to be doing some Christmas music, but let's talk about your original music. Let's talk about some of the things like how long have you been doing your own, you've probably been strumming for a while.
Yeah. I was about 16 years old when I picked up the guitar. So high school, I already wrote poetry.
Okay.
I was into just some kind of expression. I was always into creating something. When I was younger, I love visual art as well, and so I would draw characters and make stories and storylines and write comics. I would make comic books and everything. And then that turned into just stories. Then that turned into poetry when I was older, like when I was a teenager. And
so when you say poetry, do you mean like slam poetry? Like you were in front of a mic and saying,
nope,
I feel bad when you feel bad.
I wish.
Dude, that'd be dope.
As a teenager, come on, I wish I would love that. No, I was just experimenting with words, different kind of prose, and just that's what I was doing.
Okay.
And then there was a girl.
Oh,
So
there's always a girl.
Man.
Always a girl.
And so I was like, you know what girls like? Girls like guys who can sing songs and write their own stuff. So I picked up the guitar because my dad is a musician and we just had guitars and drums and stuff all around the house. And I'd seen this work out well for my older brother, who's also a musician.
Okay.
He played guitars, and all of my friends that, and all of the girls in my grade were in love with my older brother.
So he kind of laid the foundation of how this works.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I like it. I was trying to learn songs, and then what happened was I fell in love with actually creating and producing something on this instrument. And so then the guitar was it. So I was writing songs and just doing my own thing, and that continued on into college. I went to school for music. I'm a music teacher.
How we doing, guys? Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Welcome to the park. You guys want a candy cane? No, never mind.
Yeah. That's not real quick.
Magic words, man. Magic words.
As a matter of fact, I would.
Come on up.
You want a candy cane?
We got plenty of them.
Merry Christmas. Oh, that was great. Ho, ho, ho.
Say thank you.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Have a good one,
Christmas.
guys. God bless you. Yep. We were just talking about.
We were talking about the Grinch.
Just talking about one of the favorite characters here. Let's see.
You really are a hero.
That's pretty good, actually. I like that.
Okay, I gotta do the next line. Cuddly as a cactus and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
I love it.
Excellent.
I love it. Merry Christmas, guys. If you'd like a candy cane, come on. Grab one. Grab two. No. Grab one. By all means. You're very, 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 very welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Grinch, we put you in front of Santa Claus this year as a higher ranked character, so congratulations.
Yes.
See ya, Grinch. Have a good day. Have a good night. Enjoy the festivities. Anyways, so we're back to There's Always a Girl, and you were learning from your brother.
Yep. And I continued on, and the same brother stole CDs from him. I stole CDs to listen to. So Dave Matthews Band, John Mayer,
sure.
All that. That was how I learned guitar, was just listening to those records and trying to beat the guitar into submission. That's what I was doing. I was just going along. And then, went to college for music because I'm a music teacher. And,
how we doing, guys?
Good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
A lot of jazz and trumpet stuff. Because my dad gave me a Miles Davis CD when I joined band in middle school. And I was like, actually, I don't want to do this. So I stopped band, rejoined when I was in high school. But listening to Miles Davis and everything that I learned, it was through just copying, imitation. I would just try to mimic what it is that I'm hearing. YouTube wasn't around or anything like that. So it was just my ears. So.
You know what's cool about that is that I think as artists, that's kind of what you do. Like even as a podcaster, like that's kind of what you do, is that you find what you like, you try to mimic it as much as you possibly can, and then you've learned how to kind of tweak it into your own sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Is I got my own thing. I was like, I'm going to sit down Joe Rogan style. But then I kind of found a little avenue that I thought was a little bit different than what he was doing. Yeah. And now you kind of find your voice along the way.
Yeah. Finding your voice.
Finding your voice, man. And speaking of voices, you have an incredible voice, which is why first thought popped in my head when we got here tonight. You have a radio voice.
Oh,
you do.
Nice.
You can do like voiceovers, man.
Appreciate that.
For sure, for sure. We are live out here at Comstock Park, Adrian, Michigan, sitting here with Jon Torrence. We're going to keep updating as our audience grows and shrinks. We are doing a live podcast. He's going to be doing some songs here in a little bit. If you've been listening this whole time, you would have noticed that he gave us a little preview of what it's going to sound like, and my dude nailed it. Let's talk about your writing style. So you said something about you wrote poetry.
Yes.
What kind of poetry? Did you have a particular style, or was there always just one or two girls in mind when you were sitting down at the table trying to figure out, how to put pen to pad?
Yeah. So it was. I didn't have poets that I checked out, and that was a problem when I was a kid. I just didn't know a direction to go. So I just knew words that rhymed and playing with the English language.
Okay.
And stuff that I'd studied in school and all that, but really it was just rhymes and turns of phrases that I enjoyed. And when I started putting that to music, I listened to so much music already.
Okay.
And so that made a lot of sense. The Beatles, Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, just that kind of stuff.
Let's stop right there, though. Yeah. You said you used to, instead of having like a particular poet that you would mimic, like we were just talking about the music, you would actually try to like almost rewrite a song in a sense, right? Like, is that what you're talking about? Like you would kind of mimic it to a song?
Yeah. I used
to do the same thing.
Yeah?
Dude, I used to do the same thing. I thought it was crazy. I thought I was the only one that used to do something like that.
Yeah.
That is crazy. You just blew my mind with that.
For real. There's an Irish singer-songwriter named Damien Rice that I found when I was probably about 17 years old. And just the way that he played was not flashy.
Okay.
Really chunky chords and just extremely passionate.
Yeah.
And so that, and I have some early songs on like a cassette tape that I recorded because cassette tape people.
You are 33. Yeah. He proved his worth. Yeah.
And it sounds exactly like a Damien Rice song. I'm like, man, that was my Damien phase right there.
Nice.
And so all those things like I can trace back.
That's so crazy too, because like I never was patient enough to like sit. I always wanted to learn the piano.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I was never patient enough to sit down and actually do it. But I used to, intensively like sit down and put pen to pad and try to write as many as I can. I still to this day try to do that, but like it's just a little bit more foggier now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I'm not really sure how to clean that up, but that's something I'll work on. But like I still have a notebook where I sit down, I'll write out 4 or 5 lines, and then I'll put it away, and then I'll come back and I'll start something else. Eventually I'll put it all together, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But now poetry is dope. So now transition that to your particular writing style and how you, is it something, can you sit down in one setting and write an entire song? Or is this something that you can?
I can, yes. Over the years I learned, I didn't know that it was a muscle.
Okay.
And I didn't know that by writing hundreds of crappy songs, I was learning how to craft something of worth.
Okay.
And so, I have all these notebooks of songs that were quote unquote finished. But as I listen back, I'm like, ooh, Johnny. Oh,
that bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was the necessary step, just that progression, that forward movement. And it developed into me understanding what parts of myself to access when I'm writing in a particular medium. Okay. Now I'm to write a good song. It's not like I'm gonna sit down on Friday afternoon and I'm just gonna write a song that's gonna be awesome.
Right. But parts of it will be.
Little nuggets. Take that nugget and write it away. Everything else is just scratch. And I know that it will fit in somewhere down the line. Could be a week later. Could be months later. There is a song that I had just finished about a month ago that I had lyrics that were just sitting in an old notebook from 2017. And it fit perfectly with what I was talking about. And so I'm like, well, there you have it.
Divine intervention, man. It just tend to found its way back in your hands, and there you went. How we doing?
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Feel free to grab a candy cane.
Grab 2.
You're welcome.
Go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Both of us.
You guys take care.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas. You know what I think I want to do here real quick, if we can? I got this camera here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump this over. I'm gonna show our audience what we're working with here. Just kind of do a little pan. Just got a little pan here if we can.
Action.
Yeah.
Little pan action.
See, these trees are cool because people bought these, and I think the money gets donated. And I'm actually gonna do even more if I can. I'm gonna bring this up, show you guys more of an overview here.
Yeah, it's cool. Man, it's so good.
They even added the lights on the water
The
this year.
water. I mean, that's cool right there.
It really is. I didn't think it was gonna work, but it works.
Done did it.
We're not cheering them on no more. I'm getting cold.
Kind of shocked by the how fast this place kind of emptied out.
Yeah, it did.
It did. It emptied out pretty fast. You're back on camera. We'll switch it back over to the pretty people. Just joking, Kylie. Just joking. There we go. There we go. Okay. So here's another question for you then.
Yeah.
You grew up in the military. Now, writing is a discipline.
Yeah.
So I'm eager to know how much you attribute your military background and upbringing from your father, and I'm not sure what your mother was like, but to some of the disciplines as a singer-songwriter, as a storyteller, as an artist.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you took from your military background and applied to that, and maybe you don't even know?
Yeah, no, there is definitely a correlation. Both of my parents were about discipline in a pretty healthy manner and practices that we would do. My dad also, when he was in the military, he did some stuff like as far as leading groups for like exercise, not exercise physiology. I can't think of the word.
Okay.
But he was a trainer for certain things when he was younger in the military, doing things. So like a lot of discipline.
Okay.
And my dad's a pretty formidable dude. Like his arms are like tree trunks.
Okay.
And
He's got legs for arms.
Yeah, and I don't know where those genes, what happened.
Everything kind of fell through.
Yeah.
Did you got any brothers? You said you have an older brother.
Yeah. Oh, I have 2 older brothers and 1 younger brother.
Okay.
And
God bless your mom.
And I have 1 younger sister. And like I am the runt of the family, save for my sister. But you know that's fine. But both of my brothers and older brothers and my younger brother, they're like this.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, and I'm like,
yeah.
I couldn't get any of that.
Dude,
I couldn't get any of that.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. How we doing?
Merry Christmas.
How we doing, man?
Good.
We it's so funny you say that because I'm 5'8" on a good day. I got some boots on right now, so I'm probably every bit of it. But my brothers are 6'2.5" and 6'4".
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, like, what the heck happened here, man? It's almost not fair. It's almost not fair. That's all right. I think we did okay. So here's what I think we should do. I don't know if you're interested in doing this or not. You can totally shut this down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to play a song.
I'm gonna play a song, definitely.
Okay. I want you to play a song. For the people that are still here, I will move the cameras around. You don't worry about me. You just do your thing.
What's up, dude?
Oh, look at this. We got fans. We got fans. How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
How you doing, bud?
As always.
We got some people up here in the hills. Play some music for them. Ladies and gentlemen, you want me to set this up? You going to set this up?
Well, am I going Christmas? Am I thinking a Christmas song? We doing a...
Let's start off with a Christmas song.
With a Christmas song.
And then hit them with something for you.
Let's go... I'll do Winter Wonderland. I was kind of warming up with that one earlier. Let me get that.
Sounds good.
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. Beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird, singing a song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow, we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kitties knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chillin', we frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hey, in the back up there.
Hey.
How we doing? I love it. I love it. I love it. My man, that was awesome. That was awesome. It was everything I envisioned it would be, John.
Thank you.
Bringing the passion, bringing the music. I mean, if you guys don't know this guy, seriously, go check his stuff out. Where can we find you, John?
You can find me under the Native Heart.
The Native Heart.
Whenever I'm writing music, that's the moniker that I just go under, the Native Heart. And that's, you can find, also, I've been doing a lot of YouTube stuff.
Okay.
And so whether you type in Jon Torrence or the Native Heart,
yeah,
I'm
that's
the one who
that's
pops
the
up,
stuff
so.
that I check you out on.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's got a beautiful mood setting, you know, and then he just strums that guitar, and you're just kind of home for the rest of it. So I love it, man. I love it.
Thank you.
Why don't you play something you want to play?
Yeah. I'll play. Yeah, I'll play a song. I'll play an original song. This is a song called Fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
It's one that I wrote a while ago. That I don't know. It's about nostalgia.
Okay.
That's just where it puts me.
As you hit your 30s, that tends to be something we do.
God, right? Like it's all I'm all about it. Now, yeah, do I want to? Yeah, let's do that.
Nostalgia by Jon Torrence of the Native Heart.
You see me like an open book, and I'm loose leaf rattling with pages shook by pen and ink, by swords and men. I've been here more than twice before, left knocking on that old wooden door. I can hear them singing and dancing within. I'll be the one calling your name. You say I'm glad it's you again. This so familiar wooden frame is stained with love and fingerprints. Oh yeah. My soul is settling among the weeds, and I feel the pull, it's like it's pulling teeth. And I see the boy inside the man. Scuffed bony knees, yet to come of age. Hands tremble as they try to turn the page, 'cause it feels like hell's in the cards in his hands. I'll be the one calling your name. You say I'm glad it's you again, Lord. This so familiar wooden frame is stained with love and fingerprints now. I'll be the one calling your name. You say I'm glad it's you again now. This so familiar wooden frame is stained with love and fingerprints now.
Let's hear it. All right, all right, all right. Dude, I love that.
Thanks.
Fingerprints.
Now, something with the songs that I write, it is they jump in genre all over the place. Like I'm like I was saying, my main pillars when I was learning guitar was Dave Matthews, John Mayer, Jimi Hendrix, and this guy Damien Rice. So some of the stuff will be folk Americana. Some of the stuff is very jazz influence. Some is pop influence, and then whatever you got with that Dave Matthews, like that, all that funky.
Yeah, funky.
And so, I don't know where necessary to land. It's kind of whatever mood I'm in for a particular night. So
that's kind of how music is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you just kind of turn on what mood you're in, and then that off to the races, you know?
Yeah.
Dave Matthews is kind of one of those, I feel like he's underrated and underappreciated as an artist.
Definitely nowadays, man.
Oh, definitely nowadays, right? But like even when I was growing up, or when we were growing up, I remember thinking like, oh, Dave Matthews Band, really?
Yeah.
You know, but then when you actually kind of dive into an album, you know, break down, especially when you watch it live or if you see him on YouTube, it's a whole vibe. It's a whole thing.
It is.
And it's just something that Dave does that, I don't know, man. It's like he connects to every single emotion or, you know, in your body.
His whole self is the instrument.
Yes.
It's not just, So that is cool.
They got a thing. Have you ever heard of Bonnaroo?
Yeah.
Music festival down there in Manchester. Yeah. So he would do, what do they call those? When you just kind of mix bag of musicians from every different jams.
Oh, jam session.
Yeah, he would do a jam session. Dude, watching these guys like dance on this stage, basically just a bunch of musicians improving to just try to put something together. It's just a dance, man. But so like they're kind of feeding off of each other. It's unreal.
Communication. There's always
without saying anything
happening with no words.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty incredible.
Yes.
How hard is that to do?
Depends on the environment in which you grew up as a musical self. So for me, my brothers are musicians as well. So there's always music around, and this whole idea of not actually I didn't know how to read music when I went to college for music.
Okay.
I had just started learning how to read.
Really?
Whereas everybody else, every single person else that I was in school with, especially in my class, had been getting lessons since they were like 11 or 10 years old. And so,
was that frustrating? Did you kind of feel like you were behind a little bit and want to shut it down at times? Or?
I felt I was behind in some areas, but in my particular class, there were not people that really were improvisers.
Okay.
Other than those who were like jazz majors and different things like that. That's an obvious one.
Sure.
But so I was but I love jazz music, and so I was able to jump in a little bit into that world. And then once I was in college, just surrounded by that, saturated, I was really able to learn more about that idiom.
Because it's a language that you have to be speaking every single day.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That was a really cool time. Really cool time.
We got a couple fans here sitting here watching us, checking us out. Hey, do you guys want to jump on the mic and tell us a story about Christmas? Maybe a favorite Christmas story, or share a story about your worst gift you ever got, or the worst Christmas event ever, or maybe the best. Do you guys want to jump on the mic? This is your moment of fame, baby. Here, we'll walk. Throw the headphones on. We'll walk you down the road. I'll ask you some questions. You just got to answer it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let me get this camera set up here. My man.
I'm not afraid.
Who we talking to?
My name's Billy.
Billy, how we doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Give me 1 second. We're up to, hey, we got a lot of viewers watching right now. No big deal. When we say a lot, we say 7. Okay, that's a lot.
7's more than 6.
That's right, man. Hey, we are sitting here live. I'm going to get this guy. Hey, Kylie, you do me a favor. Can you get that camera working again? I'm not sure what's going on with it. I want to get Billy in here. It's right there. It's on top of that thing over there. I got Billy here. We are live at Adrian Park, or we're live at Comstock Park here out in Adrian, Michigan, and we're getting ready. Will you hold this? Thank you. We're out here at Comstock Park out here in Adrian, Michigan. We got Billy, who's getting ready to tell us a Christmas story. I'm still sitting here with Jon Torrence, and as always, I'm Robert Gifford. Billy, man, first of all, is Christmas your favorite holiday or what?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because I'm more of a Thanksgiving guy because I like football. I like when football's on TV. Okay. But I'll tell you what, I haven't participated in festivities in a long time. This is starting to like hit my spot a little bit.
There it is.
So what do you like about Christmas, man?
Everything.
You can touch that. You can pull it up if you need to, by all means, dude. There you go.
Everything. I love everything about Christmas. The lights, the meaning behind it, everything.
What was your earliest Christmas memory? Do you know?
My short-term memory's gone. So,
what was your favorite present you remember getting as a kid, though? We were talking earlier about a couple bicycles that we got.
Bicycle. That was my jam.
That was huge.
actually, I was born and raised in Indiana.
Okay.
So I do remember getting a basketball one year for Christmas.
Okay. And that's huge in Indiana.
I lived out in the country. I didn't have a hoop, so I nailed a basketball hoop up to a tree, and that's what I shot on.
That's awesome, man. I love it.
Have you seen that like TikTok video or YouTube video of the Amish guy that built an entire like basketball mechanism so it would pass it to himself?
No.
Have you seen this?
I haven't.
Oh, you guys got to check this out. This thing is hilarious. This Amish guy, he's bored. He's got nothing to do with his time, so he creates this basketball mechanism. He puts it all together and it like shoots basketballs to him so he can shoot it back at the hoop.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The Amish can do anything, man. They can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So, how old are you, Bill?
47.
47. This guy still loves Christmas. You've not been jaded by the, all those, what's the Hallmark Channel?
My wife loves watching Hallmark Channel.
Is she here right now?
Yeah, she's right behind me.
Oh, yikes. Throwing you under the bus, wife. Throwing you under the bus. No, I was 14 years old. That was a pretty special Christmas for me because I hadn't seen my dad in a long time. And I remember he called. And I was like, oh, my God, my dad's on the phone. He's like, look under the tree, son. And I'm like, are you under the tree? Calling me from under the tree? Like, I had no idea what was going on. There was a PlayStation 2, and up at that time, I was begging all the time. And so that was a pretty special moment for me. This is like little things like that kind of stand out, with your Christmases. Do you have a horrifying Christmas story?
Absolutely. 1997.
Oh, see, he goes right. All right, here we go.
That's
97.
I spent the Christmas of 97 in San Diego in Marine Corps boot camp.
Interesting.
Hey-o.
Interesting. We were just talking about his dad is a military background.
Yeah.
What was that like then?
We did get to go to church on Christmas Day. So believers, non-believers, everybody got a chance to leave the squad base, so everybody went.
Yeah, if you had a chance to go.
All right.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
Everybody was believers that day.
Yes.
Everybody was. Yeah, it makes sense.
Praise.
Makes sense.
Praise.
Question: what is the best? Does everybody here do Christmas like the same way they do Thanksgiving? Like, is it turkey, mashed potatoes? Like, is it the same traditional dinner that way? What do you guys do?
My family growing up, we did have turkey, ham, and all that kind of stuff. But we weren't done. We weren't done after Thanksgiving, so I was ready for it again. And my mom made like sweet potato pie, and all that kind of stuff. And peach cobbler was also the dessert of choice.
Okay.
And so it was just like slamming on it.
Well, I've heard
collard greens.
I've heard families that would do like they'll switch it up. They'll do like lobster on Christmas, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They'll do some steak. They'll like mix it up a little bit. What do you guys do?
We usually do ham and potatoes and stuff, but this year we are switching it up. We're doing tamales.
There
Tamales.
we go. That sounds good.
That does sound good. I'm starving right now. Now you got me going. It's so funny. I'm a school teacher. Actually, we both are.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm actually a 100% disabled veteran.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your service. I know that.
Right when you said that was where you spent Christmas, I was like, all right, I need to thank this man.
That didn't happen in 97 though, did it?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say double down on a bad year there. No, I had some students that we were talking about like the Christmas or the Thanksgiving dinner plate and what's allowed and what's not allowed. Here's some things that are not allowed. Food's not allowed to touch, according to my students, which I'm a blender. I'll put everything. It's like a KFC bowl, except Thanksgiving style, right?
Yeah. You
Put some gravy over everything. No, but they said it's not allowed to touch. You got to have a different utensil for dessert in your main course.
Okay.
And what was the third one they were jumping on, man? There was just some things that was like, some people have to eat all of one thing before they jump into another thing.
Not about that life.
Anybody got any weird habits like that? Families?
I'm like you. It all goes in the same place, so throw it all on a plate.
Exactly.
And get going.
Just give me a funnel. Give me a funnel and just start.
Dude, that's how I am. I got a lot of kids that would tell me it's like, no, you're not tasting it. You're not tasting it. Who you standing here with? Who's over here in the background with us, man? Come on up. Come on up.
That's my son.
That's your son? How are you doing, son?
Pretty good.
What's your name, man? Brendan. How old are you?
16.
16. What is your favorite Christmas moment, memory that you can think of, or present? Give me some.
I mean,
And you can say the one that's going to happen this year and then tell Dad what you want. No pressure.
One that sticks out to me, I don't know why. One year I got this this backpack, and it was like Iron Man themed.
Yeah.
I remember like tapping on the present and watching it like light up.
Yep.
And I don't know why, I just remember that. And when
It
I
sticks
opened
with you, man.
Don't worry about that, man.
It's a
We'll come over there and fix that.
Yeah.
crazy.
That's awesome. I love it, man.
Well, I feel like you can't go wrong with an Iron Man theme.
No.
You know what I mean? Anything Iron Man, Dad knew what he was doing. I'm trying to think of what my Christmas list this year is so sad. When you hit your 30s, it's just not as the same. My mom was like, begging me for a Christmas list, and I'm like, I'll take 4 more XLR cables. You know what I mean? It's like that right there is why I feel like I've kind of lost out on the on the festivities or the spirit a little bit. Kylie, can you fix his mic over there? We're putting Kylie to work. She's being a doll for us. So, Brendan, what grade are you in, man?
I'm in 11th.
11th grade. Where you go to school? Adrian. Awesome. We just had, unfortunately, over at Oxford High School.
Yeah.
We had something terrible take place. It's unfortunate. It's one of those things that I don't know what you did. I talked to my students about if they ever need to talk to somebody, if they ever need to, talk to a peer, just get something off their chest. By all means, go ahead and do that. I don't know what. Did your school do anything? Did they talk about it? Did some
of the teachers just had like a heart-to-heart kind of thing.
Okay.
Just like how you said, just if you need to say something, Like, it's not a bad thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Ask for help.
Well, just remember that. And Dad, you got a good boy here. You got a good son. We're having trouble. We got poor. He's over here holding the microphone at this point. We'll go ahead and we'll let him put that down. You guys go enjoy the rest of your evening. We're going to play some more music, I hope, here.
Yeah.
And it was very nice talking to you, too. If you guys want to check yourselves out live on the internet, go to YouTube, Bobby Talks, ... All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, nice to meet you guys. Merry Christmas. Take a candy cane. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, Kylie. We appreciate it.
And again, thank you for your service.
Oh, my pleasure.
There we go. We are almost, man, look at us. We're down to the last 14 minutes here, John.
There we go.
Time flies when you're having fun, baby. Got that light going. What are we going to hear this time, man?
So let's go the Christmas route again. I'm going to hit up, let's see.
All right.
So many good ones with Christmas.
Dude, I love, too bad you didn't have, does your wife sing?
Yeah.
Oh, she does. You guys.
She does. We, right now it's more so just me when I'm going out and doing the random gigs and everything like that. Just because kids are young and it's a little bit tricky finding sitters.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be hard.
Yeah. So that makes it a thing. But we used to do a lot of gigs together, and we will again when they get a little bit older.
Okay. Do you guys sing around the house a lot?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. There's so much singing.
Do the kids always say, stop?
No, the kids they jump in on it.
Okay, you're going to have a Partridge Family situation here, man. This is cool. Cool.
My son already has picked up the guitar and can play these funky chords. Like some of the chords that he's playing, I'm like, you can do that? All right. I was like a teenager. You're 9.
Don't you hate that when you actually? No, that's awesome. It
is awesome, man. I tell him, like, if you want it, you're going to be a better guitarist.
Yes, for sure.
Just so you know.
Yep.
And so he keeps his head down and keeps at it. My daughter she loves singing, and they both make up silly songs, and we all make up silly songs to sing about everything. And it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like you got you're blessed to have a family that they're all into the same things, and that way you guys can share more things, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are we gonna hear?
So I'm inspired by the Grinchiness of everything.
Okay.
When he was coming by, so I'm gonna do the Grinch song real quick.
Sounds good.
Maybe not the whole thing because it's a really long song, but I'm doing part of it.
Sounds good.
Just like this. Here we go. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. Oh, you're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. Na 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 na. La da 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 na now, la da 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 na now. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Oh, your heart an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. Oh, I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. La da da na na, la da 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 na na, oh, la da 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 na na. And I'll do one more. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. No, no, you've got termites in your smile. You've got all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Oh, given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 no, no, no. Oh.
Damn, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Really
Thank
good,
you.
man. That was really good, brother. Do you know who what's his, he goes by the moniker now of Scary Pool Party.
Oh yeah, man.
Dude,
Yes.
that guy, what's his, Alejandro.
Oh yeah.
Something
Because
Alejandro.
he was on that show,
American Idol.
American Idol.
Dude,
Man.
I have never in my days seen somebody strum a guitar like that guy did.
Smacking it and doing all kinds of yeah.
Yeah, he was like super coordinated with like both
Yes.
sides of his hands. You know what I mean? Is that normal?
No, but it's a style though.
It is a
Yeah,
style. And
is
it
a
seems to be
particular
more
style.
popular today than it was 10 years
Yes.
ago, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Finger style guitarist. If
Okay.
ever you check out finger style guitarists,
Okay.
that's when they're doing the tapping and the sliding, and it's in alternate tunings. So all of these tuning pegs are like in different ways, because there's a standard way that most every guitar is just tuned.
Okay.
But they'll like twist them so that they're in different notes, and so if you just strum, it'll make a different chord, and it's really cool the kind of stuff you can do.
Dude, yeah.
It takes too much work for me to like when I'm doing gigs, like it's like I'm not gonna do that and retune every song or have multiple guitars that have different tunings, and there's
Yeah.
ways of doing it,
Okay.
but I'm like, nah, that's not my bag.
Too much work.
That's
And
not my bag.
I feel like you'd have to have like a bunch of different guitars ready to go so
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can go into the next song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be quite the thing.
Yeah, now generally those guitars will have like a lot of songs in similar tuning, so they don't have to do it like so much. But it's really cool, and it's a spectacle to watch. Like when you're watching, it's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that is amazing.
for sure. For
So.
sure. You want to play one more?
Yeah, I'll play them.
Let's play one more.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting here with Jon Torrence of the Native Heart. You heard earlier in the show where you can get his stuff. We're going to do it again at the end. You guys can always go to bobbytalks.com on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Very happy to have you guys out here. We had a full crowd here when we first started. Looks like people are getting ready to check out of here. We do have some last people here that want to hear this song, though. Right? All right. That's what we want to hear. All right. John, what are we going to listen to?
This is another original tune. This is one that I just released on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, all that good stuff. It's called Pass the Time.
Go get it.
I'm sorry I've been away sometimes, and it feels like I'm moving on. I can feel your breath in the morning when the sky is drenched in the dawn. Take me back to the moment, and I'll show you I was wrong. But I can't go back to the moment, and I can't keep holding on. And I'm alright, but the thought keeps crossing my mind that I'm alright. The thought keeps crossing my mind that I'm not fine, and I'm just slumping to myself to pass the time. And I'm just lying to myself to pass the time. I wonder sometimes how you think about me, but I do not say a word. Tell myself you were right to doubt me, keep the bruise tucked away under my bloodstained shirt. Put you in your way, show me your faithfully open arms to hold my folded heart. And I know I'm not the man I used to be, but it's your heart that sees me, and I'm alright. But the thought keeps crossing my mind that I'm not fine, and I'm just lying to myself. And I'm just lying to myself. And I'm just lying to myself to pass the time. Oh, pass the time. But no, pass the time.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's hear it for him. Round of applause for Jon Torrence if we can. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, I'm telling you, buddy. What's the goal? What's the dream here?
The dream?
Are you dreaming to take the whole family in a big old bus someday, traveling this country, this US of A like you used to? And what's the goal, buddy?
The goal is to keep creating and keep creating art that I am proud of and that like makes my heart come alive.
Yes.
I would love things that I would love is to tour, to sing these songs in different places, share music, because when I share music, there is something that comes alive inside of me.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. Like I'm a music teacher. When I'm writing I write songs for the kids. We do songs and programs and performances and all over the place, hearing their reactions. And it's just like, I just know that it ignites something within me to share music. Whatever way that I can do that, it really does pump me up. And I have so like with that song that I have out on like Amazon and Spotify, the song Pass the Time, I wrote that song, but when I recorded it with my older brother who he's my dude. I recorded it with him and he mixed and mastered it and did all these it's just really cool sharing music. There's something, for sure. I don't know, man.
Well, it's something about, music is universal, right? So like anybody can take anything from it that they want, but it's the thing that it connects us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it's just like when strangers, when you go to a concert and you don't know each other, but yet you can just kind of catch each other's eyes and you're speaking to each other, man. It's beautiful stuff, man. I got to tell you, I'm very, very impressed, very, very thankful that you decided to say yes to this.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
I wish we would have granted you with a bigger crowd. I thought we would have. I thought we would have. But I think you will eventually find the ears because you got the voice to do it, brother.
Thank you.
Go ahead one more time. Hit people with all of the places they can find you, your music, and then we'll wrap it up.
So whenever I'm writing original music and playing out, I go under the moniker The Native Heart. So if you check out The Native Heart, that'll be my stuff. If you look on YouTube for Jon Torrence or The Native Heart, you'll find all of my stuff. I try to release some form of art every single Tuesday. I've been This was almost a year ago. I'm almost on a year. It was around March that I started, and I just wanted to work on my craft, and I've been into video. And so I started a YouTube channel, and that's Jon Torrence. That's The Native Heart, all that stuff. And some of it's music, some of it's vlog stuff that involves music. Some of it's a whole bunch of stuff, but every single Tuesday I've been putting something out. So,
all right. Well, you guys can check him out there at YouTube. Go to Jon Torrence. You go to The Native Heart. You can also go to Bobby Talks Bobby Talks Podcast. You can do the whole thing. Hit those subscribe buttons.
Yeah.
More importantly than subscribe for me is two things.
Yeah.
One, if you liked what you heard, share it.
Yeah, man.
Right? Share it so that somebody else might be able to like it too. And number two, give us feedback.
Yeah.
That is my absolute favorite part. When I do an episode and I have, when I have a couple buddies of mine, or I'll have people that I've never even heard of that will reach out and be like, hey, I didn't think of that until this episode, kind of probed that out of me. Or I had people say that, like, I felt like I was in the room the whole time having the conversation with you, So there's just a lot of things that come with feedback. I don't know what you get.
There is. Yeah. And I have something to say to that too, just because, so I've been doing this for a while. In March, it'll be a year of releasing music and releasing videos. There was one random video. It's a song that I wrote called Breath. And it was maybe about a month ago that I put it out. Whoever listened to it, the right people wanted to share it, because most of my views, it's low views. Yeah. Not a lot of people check it out, and that's fine because I still love what I'm creating.
Right.
And so I look back on it, I'm like,
you're
that was
doing
fun.
it for you, but you're doing it for a community.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. The right people shared it, and I just checked on it earlier, which I don't normally check on my videos, but I got a notification on my email, and it got around 50,000 views.
Wow.
And that is not a thing that happens.
Really?
So I was...
Were you blown away? That had to have been like an error.
Absolutely blown away. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, that's not right, because usually it's around 50 or it's 100 or something like that.
Yeah,
but this was legit, and I was like, man. So just people sharing and caring about it. And then I get comments of people, and I'm able to interact with humans who are on other sides of the world, and that just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's so funny because I was looking at my we just had our Spotify reps, the end of year reps, you know what I mean? And as an artist, I'm sure you got yours too. It sends you your numbers and your streaming activity and all that stuff. And I have like 4% coming from overseas somewhere.
That's so cool.
So if you guys are listening to this, please send me an email, send me an Instagram. Just shout out any way you can. I'd love to know who you are and how the hell you found me.
Definitely.
So, hey, for those of you that listen, we appreciate it. Those of you that are going to listen, I appreciate that in the future. Hit the subscribe button if you can. Go follow us anywhere you can. Just really appreciate your time, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate being here.
For those of you, we'll see you on down the road. Have a good time.